Happy Friday to all of you out there in CSIT120 J-Term 2018 edition. Dr. Mike here with a little video introducing Module 3. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make a video for Module 2 due to some traveling and holiday stuff that was going on. But for most modules, I'll be preparing a little video to introduce it, to talk a little bit about what to expect in the module, but also to address any class issues or concerns or questions that have come up. So I find these videos helpful for that. Online courses typically have a lot of reading and writing between discussions and things that are posted to read the material. So I find that videos help to break up some of that monotony and hopefully to make it a little bit more interesting for folks, if you will. Although I also post, and this module is no exception, PowerPoint slides with voiceover narration for that. Hopefully there's enough types of media and activities and everything to keep people interested and engaged in the course. But I'm always quite happy to hear your feedback or questions or compliments if there's ever any of those. So do feel free to shoot me a message or to leave questions in any of the spots that we have in each module for a question, or up at the top if you have questions in general about the course. So Module 3 picks up from what we started learning about in Module 2. With Module 2, we were looking at digital data and how computers represent data, stuff, representations of stuff from the world. And in Module 3, we're looking at the hardware components of computers and the physical part that works with that digital data. So there's a number of different things to help us learn about this in addition to the PowerPoint notes. I've posted some suggested and some required readings as well. One of the required readings that we have for this, and you have some options in exactly what you read, but there is a top 10 list that is produced every year by something called the Riley Institute that looks at the many different emerging computing technologies that are out there, or technology in general, and identifies possible questions of ethics that have to do with that. So I'm having you do some reading on that for our first discussion in the module, which begins today. That is the discussion on the creative title here of Emerging Ethical Dilemmas. And as usual with the discussion and the discussion that will open up on Monday, I expect you to make an initial post when the discussion opens up on that day, and then to come back shortly thereafter and comment on some of your colleagues' initial posts. I have posted as well a video that shows some of the background, some of the technical stuff behind how computers add numbers. We're not getting very technical in this class in terms of learning the thick and gritty details about the insides of computers and how they're wired and how a processor works and all that stuff. But I do want us to have a general idea of the basics, as this is a 100-level course, and it helps to illuminate how all this stuff we use on an everyday basis actually works, so that how computers add numbers will help you with understanding, hopefully, a little bit about just how computers work with that digital data that we started to learn about in the previous module. There is a homework assignment that's being posted in Module 3 as well, where you're going to pick up on the theme from your previous homework assignment, thinking about how computer hardware relates to your chosen area of interest. And in particular, I want you to go out and, well, stay in. It is cold and snowy outside. Or you can go out if you really want. But you can stay in and do a little bit of research on your own about the different types of computer hardware that would be of use for you in a position within your area of interest. And I'm giving you a little budget so you can do some shopping and put together a list and explain why these are the sorts of hardware devices that would be useful for you in your position. So hopefully that won't be too terribly painful. On Monday, the second half of Module 3B, I've posted a number of things as well. There's a discussion on technology and fiction that is actually one of my favorite discussions in this course when I teach the online version of it. There are some PowerPoint lecture notes as well, which I'm expecting you to review. There is a quiz number 2, every module, with the exception of the midterm and the final, end with a quiz. Those end with an exam. So I don't know if that's better, but it's not a quiz that they end with. To help prepare you for the midterm, we're teaching 15 weeks into 3, so that means our midterm is actually coming up next week on January 4th. So Monday's Module 3B, that has a little prep sheet to help you get ready for the midterm that's coming up, because everybody loves a midterm. And there's also my usual descriptions of what you should be doing for each day. But that's just a broad overview of what to expect. And make sure if you have questions or concerns, again, or feedback, you're welcome to post them in the module, either using your real name or anonymously. Honestly, it helps me to get feedback from all of you about the course. So please don't be shy with that. Whether it's a good thing, whether it's a bad thing, whether it's a question, I want to hear from you. And so the final part I'll share for today before we wrap this shindig up is in Module 3A here, as it is Friday. I'm posting a small, and by small, it shouldn't take you more than 3 or 4 minutes, I think, a small survey that will provide me with feedback as to how the course is going for you. I do that not as another thing to make you do. And really with anything in this course, every activity and discussion and lecture, I'm trying to make worth everyone's while, provide something of value. This survey is designed for me to get feedback about how you're doing. So if I need to make any adjustments or changes, I have an opportunity to do that. So the course will better fit everybody's needs. In the past, I've gotten feedback during a J term, and I've made changes to the course accordingly. But every group of students has their own unique needs. Every individual has their own unique needs. So it's helpful for me to throw this up here and hear from you. So it's not required. It's an optional survey, but I can do my job better if I hear from you. So I would implore you to spend a couple minutes and do that survey so that I can make sure that everyone has the best learning experience possible in a J term. And weekends, usually during J term, I spend that grading and catching up and planning in more detail the week ahead. If there's anything you have fallen behind on, you do have some time on the weekend, but I don't require or expect that anyone feels 100% obligated to log on during the weekend. It's helpful, but if you need a day off to decompress and recover from the speed of J term, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. So, all right, folks, thanks for listening. And as I keep saying, if you have questions, concerns, feedback, criticisms, compliments, whatever you feel is important, do not hesitate to contact me. Communication is key. So feel free to drop me a line, even if it's just to say, hi, I'm enjoying the course so far, or hi, here's all the stuff I don't like about the course. Whatever suits your needs. So anyways, thanks for listening, and I'll be making another video next week for you. Bye-bye.